Welcome to Friday's Market Wrap-Up here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and a little chilly up here in Minneapolis. Apparently, they didn't get the email that says by April 28th. It should be a little bit. It's called spring, folks. But it's a little chilly. It's about 35 degrees up here. Having a great time. Looking forward to meeting some new friends up here in Minneapolis and some great opportunities that are on the horizon. Incredible week. You know, we're ending the week with this type of headline: major conflict with North Korea possible, and it seems like there wasn't any, Monday was the Monday of this week literally was a lifetime ago for a lot of reasons. We glided through the 50-day moving average a couple weeks ago, and it became our ceiling, right? So there's the 50-day moving average. We're kind of hanging underneath it, and then went into the weekend, last weekend with the Le Pen election, or she's the potential Donald Trump. Rip your face off rally when she didn't necessarily win, but guess what? The cuckoo Mrs. Robinson guy who was like in 8th grade and now is married to what was his teacher. A little creepy, unless you're into that thing. He's not doing so well, folks. So we're going to revisit the French election down the road, but the market had this rip your face off rally, a relief rally that the Trump type of person didn't win. I'm not believing that that narrative from the liberal media, especially the liberals over in Europe. So we'll reattack it. But then we have earnings, and we have the tax plan. I told you, folks. So Monday, this week was a perfect Obama teachable moment for trading weekly options. I put on a bear call spread on Monday. I sold into that rip your face off rally. It continued on Tuesday. I said, no, everybody just stay calm, and sold another bear call spread. I think it was Wednesday morning. Before Khan and what's his name, Mnuchin came out with their tax proposal. I knew it was going to be a sell on the news event. They came out with a one-page tax document, spoke for like 20 minutes, took a couple questions. The Mnuchin guy is about as interesting as a bag of hair or a bag of doorknobs, man. Just completely boring. The market said, really, that's it? I told the market that that's what all was going to happen. So we'll take a look at our two SPX bear call spreads right now, and also the Apple bear call spread that's looking to expire for a max profit here. So very, very interesting weekly options week. Remember, folks, if your strategic mindset and your commit criteria, steps 1 and 3 of our trade plan, our proprietary trade plan here at TGO, if they are still sound, don't get out of the trade. Even when the tide's coming against you, I call it the Braveheart hold moment. Remember that scene in Braveheart where here comes Longshanks, men and everything, hold, and then boom, they win, right? So guess what? We had a lot of Braveheart hold moments this week, and now with even what's going on today, each day this week literally has been a lifetime. And you wouldn't believe literally what a lifetime it's been this week. So let's start. Let's take a look at today. First of all, here's the headline on the Drudge Report: major conflict with North Korea possible. We are literally on the brink here, folks. Here's what's interesting. Krima's some young guy and his dad before him, they knew that the threat of nuclear war and them being crazy enough just to do it would make American presidents blink. Now we have our own crazy guy who is actually willing to play this game of who's going to blink first. This is incredibly dangerous, folks, and the market is not registering it with the Dow down 28 and the S&P down a 1.5. Really, market? You guys better wake the hell up, man. We put on a bullish double vertical on VXX this week. Volatility is getting ready to go through the roof. Take a look at what else is going on. Trump, there's a shutdown, there's a shutdown. Isn't that great, folks? So the president, we still haven't even voted. What time is it? It's 10:18 here in Minneapolis. We haven't even voted yet on a budget deal. So the government could shut down. We haven't even voted on a continuing resolution, which means let's keep maybe talking about getting a budget. So, folks, we might have a government shutdown, and still the market is not pricing that in. And here you go, Lucy and Charlie Brown with the football. Frickin' Republicans or Charlie Brown. They failed in their second attempt. Remember yesterday and Wednesday, hey, we might actually get Obamacare passed this week. And another shit show out of the Republicans. I'm not a Republican, folks. I'm a libertarian. Absolute shit show out of these clowns. Ryan, Trump. They voted over 60 times to repeal Obamacare under Obama. Can't even freaking do it once. Almost let the F word fly there. I feel like Tom Perez, the head of the DNC. It's so frustrating to me. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how's the play? We get GDP this morning. A paltry 0.7% in the first quarter. What were we looking for today? I forget the GDP number. It was something ridiculous. Where's our GDP? Advanced GDP. Look, we were looking for 1.3. We were looking for essentially double what the print was, folks. The consumers are dead. Americans reduced purchases of big ticket items like cars and spent less on home heating. Oh boy, not good news as far as PMI, man, GDP. Chicago PMI, hey, a green shoot in this week of bad macroeconomic data. And in all of my sit reps this week, folks, I've been briefing you on the poor macroeconomic data rearing its ugly head. So this rip your face off rally this week was not to be believed. And this 2,400 level I predicted on Monday, watch the Monday market outlook, or Tuesday, whenever I said it, is not going to be busted with what's going on here. And if it is, we're gonna head right back down, folks. I think we're heading right down to the 50-day moving average. I changed my strategic mindset this week from bearish to neutral. We are not going anywhere, folks. There's just way too much going on that is potentially bad. On the right side of this chart in the white space, now again, my call sign is Wiz, not because I'm smart. And if you attend our live event next month, a month and a week or two away, maybe I'll give you a brief on how I earned my call sign. It's not Nostradamus, folks. So to the downside risks over here are tax reform failure, the Obamacare implosion, North Korean war. We haven't even talked about Iran. Iran is North Korea 2 to 3 years from now. So strap in for that. And earnings, folks. Look at the earnings last night from the FANGs. Look at Amazon and Google printing money. I think Jeff Bezos could literally, instead of building a couple rockets, could build the Death Star right now. But we had, Intel, Microsoft with misses. So even those powerful earnings can't propel this market any higher. The one bright shining moment in some of these earnings for one of the positions in our portfolio is Exxon Mobil. Huge. What's Exxon's nice pop today? Exxon profit jump, a sign of strengthening oil companies. We've been hovering along these 52-week lows with Exxon Mobil. I told my primary live trade brief folks, now is the time to get into Exxon Mobil, man. We are up over 1% with Exxon Mobil today. So we'll talk about this in our primary live trade brief Tuesday morning, but let's take a look at the 6-month chart. This is a no-brainer, folks. You have a Rex Tillerson put underneath this trade, okay? So I got in. That's not when I got in, although it probably looks like there's Wiz, sell. No, we got in right around here, kept going down. This is another example, folks, of, hey, my strategic mindset and my commit criteria are still sound. And then as it leveled off and started double, triple, quadruple bottoming here, what did we do? We did iron condors that reduce our cost basis. So now our ExxonMobil position is looking great. This is an entry point, folks. And if you want to take a 2-week test flight, go to our homepage, topgunoptions.com. Scroll down to kind of the ski slope looking symbols there, and you can take a test flight into our weekly option service, our primary live trade brief, urgent alert, or a combination thereof. So just kind of scroll down to these ski slopes here and give it a shot. But ExxonMobil, absolute entry point here. And if you're one of my members and you didn't get into ExxonMobil yet, we'll talk about that Tuesday morning. Now, let's debrief our weekly options trades because I got a rehearsal here I got to head down to. So the Apple bear call spread, look at this, up $1,400, 80% since Wednesday. How's a 2-day gain of $1,400 sound? And I'm going to let this trade expire this afternoon for a max profit of $1,700, over $1,700 since Wednesday. Now with the S&P starting to sell off a little bit here, here's our bear call spread from Wednesday. It's up $900 to 2,400, 2,405. So 2 trades. So what's that? 1,730, about $3,000 in potential profit on those trades. Now here's the problem, child. This is the 2385, 2390. And we're at what, 2389 right now, folks. If you wanted to get out right now, that would be $3,000 in profit on the other 2 trades, 3450 loss here, so we'd be down about 450. I covered this yesterday in my sit rep. You could have gotten out of all 3 of these trades for about $1,000 to $1,200 gain yesterday. I'm hanging because I think and now the Dow's, maybe they're listening to my Friday market wrap up here. The Dow's starting to go lower. I think we're going to sell off into the close here. Why would anybody go long into the weekends now with potential threat of a nuclear war or anything like that. So the break even of this trade, and remember, I trade SPX because it settles in cash. There's no risk of assignment here. The break even on this trade is 23.8620. Okay, so if the S&P just drops about 2 points going into the close, which I think is a definite possibility, why not hang in this trade? Okay, I do not see a market rip your face off rally into the close on a Friday when we have when we have a potential government shutdown. If they don't vote tomorrow, folks, the government shuts down. Okay, so I don't get it. But let me say one of the wizisms that I have a lot of wizisms here at TGO. You have to trade the market you want, not the market you have. Okay, why can't I get up my 1 hour chart here, folks? Somehow my mouse got, and I have no idea who is buying that thing right there, but here's the open, and here's kind of the trend here of what we're doing right now. It ain't catching a bid right now with the great tech earnings, I'll say mixed. Now the S&P's down 4, and we're starting to slide here, guys. So this is looking good. I'm actually liking this trade. Like I said, I have to go do an audio visual check and get work in here. So now that trade is up $900, and this one, like I said, I'm gonna hang. But if you wanted to close, I'd keep the Apple open and take the full 1700. I'd keep this 2400 open. There's no way, unless Donald Trump comes in and takes the entire national debt and buys into this market. This bear call spread at max profit, this is the one I'm going to watch throughout the day. But like I said, since it settles in cash, I'm going to fire and forget dismissal and just kind of watch it as I do my my speaking today. Okay. All right, guys. Wow, interesting week. Like I said, it's been from Monday. Monday seems a world away. And take that, if you're new to trading weekly options, take this as an Obama teachable moment. I treat each day in a weekly options trade just like a monthly options trade. It's a week technically. Monday's a week, Tuesday's a week, Friday. Today is technically expiration week in weekly options mindset time. Okay, so definitely think that way. And then if for all the people that in Tuesday's primary live trade brief that were nervous, like holy crap, was this rally? I'm like, hold, Braveheart, hold this moment, man. Grab your Lucky Strike, your filterless cigarette, shoot a thing of Jack here, put your scarf out the cockpit, and here we go. Okay, so a lot of Obama teachable moments this week, all over the place. To be honest with you, a lot of things I learned this week that. Yeah, and like I said, even nearly 3,000 hours in the Hornet. If you ever landed in the Hornet and said, "Man, I didn't learn something from that flight," that's when you knew you had to get out of the airplane because your life was over with. So I learned a lot this week, and I appreciate that I woke up today breathing, and I'm good to go. All right, folks, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll be back with Monday's market outlook, and we'll see if we're still here on Monday, and if we still have a government that is operating. All right, God bless, and I'll talk to you Monday.